Yo, 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 it's the 1409 podcast. I go by the name of KT.
It's your boy GualaMeetsWorld.
Welcome to episode 79. You know, we keep special guests in here, so why would you think it'd be any different this time? Welcome our two special guests we have here. We got Tiffany and we have Nate Jolley. How y'all doing?
I am well in my soul.
All right, where y'all from?
Well, I'm from Rhode Island, but I rep the Carolinas.
Hey.
And I'm from the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know I was born in Boston. Like, so.
Boston, we 45 minutes apart. We might be cousins, nigga.
I mean,
Hey, maybe. Small world out here. I told you that earlier.
Definitely.
All right, you got the feedback thing going on. You gotta put your phone volume down a little bit there. One of y'all.
Hold on.
So we can stop the feedback. But we got the intros out the way. You know what comes next. We get to the shots, whatever you may have. It could be water, it could be anything. But go ahead and take a shot.
I got a detox colon cleanse.
Oh Lord.
Jug of water.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me put my phone down. Hold on.
Hey.
That's funny. I wasn't prepped for this. I'm taking my shot in the Grand Marnier glass. So ass backwards.
All right, let's get to it then. I see Nate, you already got two of them.
Look, I mean, I'll take another one, you know.
All right, yeah.
Salud.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What's going on, Tisha?
All right, we got the shout out the way, so we're gonna go and get into the trivia. What's up, Tisha?
Hey, Tisha.
I hear that feedback too. All right, since you was born in Boston, the trivia question is:
oh shit,
when was the Boston Tea Party?
Boston Mass.
When was the Boston Tea Party?
You said when?
Year? Yeah, what year was the Boston Tea Party?
Boy, listen.
Since you born in Boston,
this one of them historical facts that I forgot in school. Like, listen, I'm
about to Google.
I know it's like 1770 something. 1772?
Oh, you close. You real close.
1774.
1773. 73.
I did want to say 74 the first time though.
Oh, you was close, man. It was damn near 74. December 16th, 1773. What's up, KK from Socially Irresponsible? I see you up in here, boy. See you up in here. All right, we got the trivia out of the way. So you know what we're doing today. We're gonna talk about GMO. Then we're gonna get into the questions of the day, and this or that. All right. Well, for people that don't know what GMO is, I'm gonna let the guests go ahead and give their definition in their own words of what GMO actually is. So y'all go ahead and spill that. Get that real quick.
Genetically modified organism
is the acronym for GMO.
So
So
you gonna go, Nate? You want me to go?
I was like how y'all was tag teaming that.
It's in the definition. Any plant, food that has been altered by science.
Any cell in general.
Ooh, see, she went deep. Oh, I got a point. Hold on, is it this one? Oh, wait.
Whichever way.
Yeah, I got a point. Okay, yeah. So she went deep.
If you're trying to point left, point right.
You know,
clearly.
If you're trying to point right, point left.
That's funny.
All right. So yeah, it's something that was modified genetically. You know what I'm saying? So this.
Yes, the science is they splice the cell of the gene in order to manipulate its genetic form and how it reproduces. So, for example, like a seedless orange or a seedless grape, they're genetically modified because the seed has been spliced genetically, and now you have seedless grapes because the seed isn't in its natural form. So the fruit can't reproduce the seed. It's kind of like a human being that is sterile. What I mean by sterile is that something happened in your genetic makeup or processing that caused you to be sterile. And it was definitely unnatural because the Bible tells you, let's be fruitful and multiply. So if you're sterile, something happened to you genetically or chemically that caused you to be sterile. So you can look at places like Norway. I don't know if you guys know this, but in Norway, they have a seed bank. And the seed bank has every single last original seed of whatever fruit or vegetable exists. So, for example, when you go to the store and you buy a banana, nowadays all the bananas taste exactly the same. First of all, let's start there. It all tastes the same.
Okay.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to hope I didn't get a sour apple or a sour orange or sour grapefruit. All them shits taste exactly the same now. So that's genetically modified. And then you have a seedless watermelon, seedless grape, seedless banana. When you bite into it, it's seedless. So how are you getting more bananas, more grapes, more oranges with no seed?
Yeah.
Where are you reproducing this fruit from? How are you getting more of this? Oh, because you own the genetically cloned / splice / GMO seed, and you're duplicating the same fruit over and over and over again.
And
Go ahead, Nate.
And Nate, she kind of went into the science of it, so there's no really, you know what I mean. They usually do that so that they can grow more fruit and grow bigger fruit. You know what I mean? As we all know, like you got to eat to live, right? So, in order for them to make the most money, like it's best for them to go ahead, let me go ahead and splice this orange right quick, and have as many oranges as possible, and then be able to ship it to various places. If you like it, I love apples, and most apples actually, like she said, they taste the fucking same. Like the only time I get a different taste is when I get like a Granny Smith apple versus like a red apple. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they modifying them.
And also to go deeper, not to cut you off, Guala, but GMO also talks to the seed and the soil of the ground. So anytime, allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly, when Monsanto plants a seed, the ground itself is spoiled. So the soil is spoiled, but yet and still they can still create fruit. So whenever you have an organic fruit or vegetable in the grocery store, it just means that the ground that the soil, the ground or the soil that the fruit or vegetable was grown in wasn't sprayed with pesticides that year. It's not organic. It just means it was no pesticides that year. So technically speaking, your organic fruit and vegetables is still tainted with the same chemical warfare, just to be real with you, the same chemical warfare as genetically modified organisms.
And when you're eating these genetically modified foods, like you're not getting the same nutrients because, like she said, the soil that's been tainted, they're splicing the genes. So all the normal vitamins that you would get from, say, I don't know, like grapes, you don't get the same. Like it's a very different effect eating like seeded grapes versus like unseeded grapes. Like
because seeds are coding in its DNA, and DNA is your memory and the all the history of the past. Just like us, we're the seeds of our grandparents, great grandparents, and past. So we're passing on genetic code and information. So these grapes and fruits, whatever you want to call it, that's passing on this information is passing on genetically modified information, which means that they're passing on lies. Literally, just to make it simple. I ain't gonna go into science, but they're passing on a lie. So that's like if your father was never there for you, but you know who your father is, and your father says he was there for you. That's not true. That's a lie. You was never there for me. So now I have to modify my DNA structure, my cellular structure, because cells is just memory. They just hold. They're little like hard drives or external hard drive that hold memory. So if you come from a seedless fruit, you have no memory. So you have no genetic code, which means your nutrients, which is what Nate was talking about, doesn't exist. All you have is taste to make you believe that this is really a grape, but it's not.
I heard you are what you eat. Someone said that you are what you eat.
Absolutely.
Big facts.
If you continue to eat seedless grapes, you will become seedless.
Yeah, look up if anyone wants a reference to what we're saying, look up Dr. Phil Valentine. He explains this very well. He says, if you eat a seedless fruit, how will you be fruitful? Because your brain and your stomach operate on the same chemical frequencies. Your stomach, that's why they say you are what you eat, and you also are what you think. It's the same thing. Your stomach and your brain operates in the same way. So everything you put in your body, you become, which is why you become toxic, because you're eating McDonald's, you're eating Burger King, you're eating tainted food. That's why you're toxic.
Dang.
That boy said McRib. I know you playing.
Whose rib? It's called a McRib. Whose rib is this?
Mac.
They didn't tell you where the rib came from. They didn't tell you whose rib it was. They didn't tell you it's a pork. They don't tell you it's chicken. They don't tell you it's beef. It just says a McRib. What animal's a Mick?
Pink slime. That's their pink slime.
Yo, listen,
Does that pink slime?
If we even on the fast food subject, like I've worked in the food, like throughout college and all of that. I've worked in the food industry, and I mean every restaurant, Taco Bell, Mickey D's, Olive Garden, all of that. Most of that stuff comes to you frozen. Like, straight up. All of that stuff is either frozen, and actually, I'll even throw in another jewel for you. Most of the meats that you're eating from these fast food restaurants aren't the meat that they say it is. It's usually a blend of meats, right? Even hot dogs, right? Hot dogs are not just. I don't even know what type of meat hot dogs.
Nobody knows what a hot dog
they're just
is.
A blend of meats put
it's
together.
Dog meat.
Yo,
hey, when you
say pit bull, bro.
when you say meat though, like a lot of people think meat is like flesh, that you consume flesh, but in actuality, the term meat is coined from like the meat of the potato, the meat of the fruit. That's the real meat. So like when we say I'm gonna eat meat, like how you say our mind is think the thought of flesh, but back when meat was just you eating the middle of the fruit or eating the middle of the vegetable. That's what meat is.
Well, I know the meat of McDonald's is not what you think it is. They actually did a study. I mean, allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly for the sake of the podcast. Allegedly, they did a study. They, in terms of whoever you want to call them, did a study on McDonald's meat, and they found out that it was like 72% of their meat came from horse, and the remaining came from a human. Allegedly.
Oh Lord, I told you that rib came from Mac.
No.
Matter of fact,
think about it, because like really think about it. McDonald's is not that good.
No.
It's really not. It's not that tasteful. It's not that delicious. But why are we so addicted to these things?
Your stomach and your memory, what you was talking about earlier.
But what information is it encoding in your DNA for you to remember?
So was this McDonald's GMO all along, or when did this GMO really start popping off?
When did it not pop off? Anytime something unnatural causes something to be mainstream, you should think it's unnatural. So the leaders of the free world technically are unnatural. How can you believe something is natural from something that's unnatural?
Yo,
hold on. We got Kev. He asked the question. He said, "So is that fruit not good for you at all?"
No.
I mean, technically, no, because when you go to like Barbados, Turks and Caicos, Trinidad and Tobago, all the OOs, when you go and pluck a fruit or like a banana from the tree, the banana is about this big.
Yeah.
Literally, it's about this big. And when you peel it back, it's full of seeds. It's barely any flesh to peel off from the banana. Kind of like if you look like a papaya, how you open a papaya and the papaya is full of straight seeds, nigga. Ain't no flesh in the papaya or avocado. The seed is a majority of what the fruit is. Anytime you get more flesh than seed, think twice.
That's crazy because growing up we had these banana plants, like real banana plants in our yard, and they only produce bananas one time. And I was shocked because the bananas were like you said, like this big. And I always I thought this joint was gonna be like some big bananas, but they were like this big. It only did it one time though. That was a long time ago.
Well,
So
I'm like a
these-
nigga that got one kid, nigga. Come on, bro.
bro. Food from these restaurants, man. They actually, even with like chicken restaurants, you know what I'm saying? They actually, I remember this. KFC had like some litigation because they
Allegedly.
were like, there was no way, like they genetically grew chickens without certain body parts so that they could make their food.
And they were shooting up with probiotics and steroids to make their breasts bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty motherfuckers, bro.
I'm
Nasty.
telling you.
yeah, so
Food is supposed to give you energy, not make you tired. For one, but the food we eat makes us nap after.
Oh yeah, that itis.
Exactly. Because your life force energy already was drained to begin with. Then you're chewing, which is more life force energy. Then you're swallowing, which is more life force energy. Then it's going down into your stomach. Now your stomach has to digest it. You didn't have energy before you ate it anyway. That's why you go straight comatose after you eat, because you never gave yourself nutrients. The only point of eating is nutrients. The only reason why you put gas in your car is to make it go. It ain't hungry. You think because you put gas in your car hungry? No, it needs to go. It needs nutrients, bro. Your body, listen, I'm telling you the secret about reality. Your body is the highest form of technology in the entire galaxy. That's why you was born without a zipper or open button, because you're the highest form of technology. So everything that's created in this reality is a direct reflection of how the body operates. Like an oven, when you get sick, your body heats up. When you hot, you sweat, you cool off. That's a refrigerator. When you have toxins, you clean yourself out. That's a dishwasher. You know, like literally everything that how the body operates literally is a direct reflection of what you see in your reality.
I'll give you even a super deep. And I tell my friend about this all the time. Like back in the day, we didn't have what we're using on right now to talk. Like we didn't have these phones and all of that and the internet. We had our minds. We had what's called telepathy, right?
Hey.
So, I mean, direct reflection. You know what I mean? Like, boy.
Yeah, we had several. We had telepathy, levitation, empathy, intuition, time traveling skills. Like, but these are the senses we drew away from because we're more in tune with our physical senses, which is sight, taste, hearing, and smelling. But once you leave this body, what senses do you have at that point? Because the Bible tells you you leave this realm and go somewhere else.
You just reminded me of something.
How do you know where to go without a sense?
I know this is not a GMO topic, but you just reminded me of something, and I wanted to bring it up. So, on the count of 3, I want everybody watching the podcast and y'all to say 1409 in your head without moving your mouth, without moving nothing.
Okay, come on, let's go.
1, 2, 3. Now, if you said 1409 without moving your mouth, no, well, actually, no. You know you just said 1409 in your head. You did not move your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Even deeper than that, you heard yourself say 1409. What heard that? I'm gonna make it a little bit more tangible.
Actual factual.
You can see your past. Like without these eyes, you close your eyes, you can see where you used to come from, right? You can see where you grew up, all of that.
How you
and you can see your future. Like you can close your eyes, think about like, yo, man, I want to be such and such and such and such. What sight is seeing that?
And to add on to it, when you go to sleep at night and have dreams, who's seeing that?
What world are you in, first of all?
What are you seeing?
You're in a different world.
What? Nigga, you was just laying in your bed. Now you over there driving an Aston Martin. How?
Yeah, y'all blowing minds tonight. This gonna be the mind blowing
Blow it up,
episode
blow
right
it
here.
up,
No,
blow
this
it
is
up.
every day. Like this what we're talking about now is even the purpose of why I'm doing what I'm doing, because
Give me 1 second. I
everyone
gotta get my
sees things
charger.
differently,
Hold on,
and
y'all.
we all have an inner sight and an inner ability to do these things. We just forgot because, we got to have the chain and the, what I'm saying? We want so many things physically, but it's more than that. Now we're here on Earth, so we got to be practical in some senses, but you know what I mean? We got to tap into these other senses that the body has, man. Isn't it funny how, like, when you talk to people or when you're doing things, you can kind of just feel when something ain't right. Like, you know what I mean? Even dudes who grow up, like, in the hood, like having to deal with those situations, they still know that something ain't right if, you know what I'm saying, dude cruising down the street or whatever. You know what I mean? So these are things we got to think about, man. And, it's there's little things, right? It starts with eating the right foods, right? Now, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't the best at eating the healthy foods. I'm still transitioning into doing that. But as long as you're in that process, like, man, you will see your life change. Like, you're gonna start noticing things you did before, and it'll be subtle, but you gotta tune into that. So
yeah, I like the reference Tiffany used earlier about like our bodies being the highest form of technology.
yeah,
And comparing it to other technology. I
I
never
heard
looked
you.
at it in that aspect, but I was talking to an older guy one time, and he was talking about like mathematics, and he was like, "Your body is mathematics." You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure out like what he meant, and he explained it. He was like, he gave me a rock, right, and he was like, "Take this rock and hit that sign." So I threw the rock and I missed, and he was like, "All right, do it again." I took the rock, threw it, and hit the sign. And he was like, "You mathematics." So I was like,
The
"Like, what?"
Alchemist.
Yeah, he was like,
that's
"Your
a
mind
really good book too.
calculated."
Oh, great book. I got it. You want me to go get it for you so you can see?
And
Hold on,
everything.
let me go grab mine, nigga. You ain't the only one. Hold on.
I read that book too. Shout out to
Hey.
my boy
Great book,
Q. He told me about that book.
dope
It's a
book.
good book for real.
Arm's reach. Yeah, they had an arm's reach.
But yeah, man, like, even with foods, right? Isn't it funny? Right? That's the best edition too, because it got pictures in it and everything.
Yes, it do. You better grab it, bro.
But isn't it funny how, like, oranges kind of look like our lungs, right? Or, you know what I'm saying, the eggplant, you know what I'm saying, people use the eggplant emoji, whatever. Even as far as technology, right? Isn't it funny how wires and all of that kind of reminds us of veins a little bit? They do the same thing.
And the
They
wires
send
surge
power.
energy through them. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Everything in your reality is the direct replication of the human body. Literally, you cannot name one thing in this entire universe or our dimension that the body doesn't do.
You like to say, Nate, POE, right?
perception over everything.
Everything, bro.
I'm telling you.
Let's take it here. So GMO is not just limited to food products, correct? What else? What other products might contain these genetically modified organisms?
Cloning is GMO.
Period.
They cloned a sheep in 2005 when we was kids. Cause I'm 29. So when we was children, they was cloning animals. That's a genetically modified organism because they splice stem cells together. Well, listen. All right, so y'all gonna make me go my bad. Listen, this is real because we are all melanated individuals. The only stem cell that can last outside of a human body is one that is preserved with melanin. Period. This is science. This is not my opinion.
Cell.
Huh?
Ooh, the HeLa cell?
Just a stem cell, period.
Oh.
A stem cell, period. Any stem cell research, they call it stem cell research. Well, when you look into what a stem cell is and how a stem cell survives outside the body, when you look up science, a stem cell cannot survive outside the body without melanin, period. Now, just to break it down, because I'm not racist, I love everybody. who has a soul. Let's put them. Let me break it down. Everyone has a soul. So you have melanin.
Yeah.
So let's break it down like a grid. Let's break it down like we're gonna do math. So we're gonna break down. Melanin is like +1. Albino is 0. Then you have people who have a different kind of melanin. We know who they are. We ain't gonna point them out. That's called paleomelanin, which is like -1. If you want to have a grid, so you have -1, 0, and 1. Negative can't sustain anything. It's a negative, bro. You can't have $1 million and have a negative bank account. You can't sustain it. So a stem cell that comes out of the body has to be sustained and protected with something, and that's melanin. So when you have stem cell research and cloning and things of this nature, it takes melanin to do so. So GMO does not only apply to foods, because there's niggas that's genetically modified organisms now. You drinking Kool-Aid, never drank water you ain't drank water the past 2 days. You've been eating fast food or fried foods or fake foods, canned foods all week. You are a genetically modified organism, which is why you're frustrated, you're angry, you're fatigued, you have depression, you have PTSD, you have emotional instabilities, you're quick to anger. All that is the direct reflection of a genetically modified organism, because those who are natural are grounded like a tree, like a seed, like a fruit. You are grounded within yourself, and you are not moved by anything but the force of God. Because in order for a tree to move, it takes a storm. Is a storm not the force of God? So if you're not grounded within yourself, you're genetically modified. Love y'all though.
Yeah, GMO go way back though, because now if I think about it, like my parents, with my dad, he was older and talked about being on the farm, and they always talk about mules. And, I never.
What is a mule, nigga?
Yeah, a mule can't even reproduce. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just like an orange without
Yeah.
seeds, like a grape without seeds, like a seedless watermelon.
So this science go like way
deep,
way back.
bro. And the word science just means to know. If you break down the Lord, I can't talk. The Greek root word of science, it just means to know. That's why they tell you scientifically proven. And when it's not scientifically proven, what they call it? A theory, a hypothesis. But once it's proven to be true,
it's science.
Plot twist.
So that's why black people ain't never got reparations, because we trying to get 40 acres in a mule.
That's a whole
we trying to get 40 acres in a genetically modified.
What you said, Nate?
I was about to say that science is only a reflection of nature. Always.
Which is truth, which is to know.
You feel me?
Go ahead.
So
yeah.
Oh, you had some more of that?
Nah, we good. We can move on.
I was gonna say, so we could find that GMO shit in our cosmetic products as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What you think mink eyelashes are, nigga? The fuck? You think it's that many minks in the world that all your bitches can have a mink coat and mink eyelashes?
I don't know nothing about no eyelashes.
I'm just that's for the females out there. Just saying. You think you have a mink coat, mink shoes, and mink eyelashes, and you never seen a mink in your life?
You think everybody can have VVS diamonds? These lab-made diamonds, genetically modified.
I mean, bro, you see, bro, that's a whole nother conversation, bro. That's a whole nother conversation, because technically speaking, rocks are in abundance, and a diamond is just a rock. So is an amethyst, a tourmaline, a tiger's eye. All of it is just rocks. Rocks amplify energies. Like a volcanic rock amplifies the energy of a volcano. Rocks just amplify energy. It just so happens that gold and diamonds give you the perception and energy of wealth. So yes, they're going to genetically modify diamonds to make you perceive that we all have wealth. No, y'all niggas is not clear. Your stuff is spliced, it's pressured in a factory, it's genetically modified. Nigga, like, no, don't try me. But go ahead.
Nah, they VVS. Sorry.
Yeah, these BBA, you know what I'm saying?
PS1. PS1.
He said PS1.
That's
You
why
got
you see most of the
PS1
dudes that
diamonds.
have all these diamonds.
They
They're trying to
diamonds.
think they got the bread, but when you look behind the scenes, it's just the front. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a fact about gold. Like, I think gold is one of the only things they can truly mine for. Like, you have to mine for gold. Like, you can't necessarily.
You mine for a lot of things, because I just not saying that what you're saying is not true. No. I'm just expanding on it, because you can go down to Louisiana and mine for rose quartz and clear crystals. Actually, clear quartz and rose quartz like grow in abundance in Louisiana. But if you're not a miner, you wouldn't know. Kind of like mining for cryptocurrency.
That shit fake. I ain't even trying to listen.
It's not. It's very real. It's very real.
But what's backing it, though?
You said what's backing it?
Yeah.
What's backing the dollar?
Exactly.
See, what's backing?
Well, it was gold.
How? Okay, Nixon took that away. So, Nixon took it away. Ronald Reagan enforced it. Kind of like Bill Clinton put the 3 strikes rule, but George Bush enforced it. No, cryptocurrency is actually a very real thing. It truly exists. The reason why cryptocurrency is so valuable, I know this is not subject at all, I'll just explain it to Nate, is that they only have so many of each coin. So you have so many Bitcoin, you have so many Monero, so many Ethereum, whatever. And the more people that's trying to buy into these coins, the more wealthy it becomes, because it's a scarcity. Just like having a white tiger rug in your car. I mean, in your house. White tigers are rare. They exist, but they're rare. So everybody trying to go after a white tiger, the price is going to go right up through the roof. Bitcoin only has so many coins. Like, when you buying the Bitcoin, you're only buying pieces of a coin. Unless you have $39,000, you're not getting a whole coin. So it actually is very real. It's just on the internet, and it's technological, but it actually truly does exist.
Yeah, there's only like 21 million, I believe, of Bitcoin.
No, it's less. It's way less than that.
That's true, because a lot of businesses now are actually buying up the asset, because it's a very good hold of value right now with all the stuff that's going on in the world. So,
listen, those of you who want to get in cryptocurrency, do that now. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is going. I project Bitcoin to go into the hundreds of thousands, like no cap, like not exaggerating at all. But that's another conversation for another podcast episode. Let's move on.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking about GMO. You know, we kind of like really like harped on the cons of it. Do you feel like it's any benefits from GMO?
The only benefit is that you have a sensation. That's it. You sensationalize the experience of an orange, but nigga, that's not a fucking orange. Okay. Because think of it, when we was kids, bro, and we used to eat this stuff, how many sour fruits have you ate as a child versus how many sour fruits you ate as an adult?
All the fruits are sweet now.
It's all candy. It's all candy. There's no pros.
It really took off since we were kids. From when we were kids to now, that shit really took off to a whole nother level, in my opinion. The GMO shit. That's what I was saying earlier.
Nothing don't even taste the same no more.
Yeah, you know, like some of the foods and shit, it'd be like new look, same new ingredients or some shit like that. So now when I think back on it,
bro, and you can go down to fake food. Like, y'all remember going to the corner store? Well, I'm from the north, so we go to the bodega and corner store, and you buy a honey bun. You cannot tell me the honey bun we tasted as a child tastes the same right now.
But honey buns today are trash.
Trash, like, bro. It's like what?
Garbage.
It's like a film in your mouth. Like, it's a glaze on your tongue. I'm like, what? What is this?
Too much film. Like, it just don't. like I remember my granddad and all of them, because they grew up like working the fields all the time. You know what I mean? So they used to go and get like big honey buns with like the cheese, and you know what I'm saying? Really, really do it up. And even when I was growing up, honey, like I used to love getting me some Little Debbie honey buns now.
Facts.
But now, like I don't even care. Like I'm good.
No.
Yeah.
I want y'all to name one thing that you ate as a child that tastes the same today.
Rice.
Like
Uncle Ben's ain't changed.
If you want to take it there, grits.
so let's make it safe and say grains taste the same. What else, bruh? Like what else tastes the same? That actually has a taste, not something you have to season to taste.
Shit, you got the season damn near
everything
nowadays.
No, you season meat and flesh.
You season rice too,
Salt isn't seasoning; it's an enhancer of the taste that's already naturally within the substance.
Salt is a mineral.
Because nobody just eats salt because salt doesn't taste like anything.
But salt is a mineral though.
But
it's not really a seasoning.
Salt is an enhancer. Like it enhances the taste of the ocean water. It enhances the taste of the sand. It enhances the taste of the chicken. But you're not going to eat salt because it has no taste. Tell me what salt tastes like.
Enhances the taste of the body.
Tell me what salt tastes like.
Salt tastes like your arm.
Nigga, go wash, bro. Go take a shower.
Yeah, I'm so good. Like,
get out the gym and go in the shower, bro.
Not my arm. To your arm.
No, you said it, bro.
It tastes like salt.
I never said my arm. I said your arm.
Oh, a salty ass nigga. Don't try to take it back down.
Salty is what I said.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Salt tastes like fatback.
Y'all is wild.
You still eat that, bro?
Nah.
I'm about to say.
What is fatback, bro?
Fatback. That's what it is.
It's the fat off of
one of
the back of a pig.
Things I ate that I'm so mad at myself for is oxtails. Because they're so fucking good. But this is the asshole. It's the asshole of a buffalo or a cow or whatever. I don't know about y'all, but I used to eat oxtails. It's the asshole, bro.
You was eating ass, huh?
I was eating ass, bro.
Yeah, you eat ham, you eating ass too.
Oh, yeah.
That's the damn butt cheek of a damn hole.
I used to love chitlins, man. I really did. I hate it. I didn't want to be there when they was cooking because you know that. Yeah,
now that's something like I said I never ate in my life. Is oxtails.
If you knew better, you would do better. So, but you know better now. So
yeah,
bro, the smell of it alone.
Unless you're still eating it.
If you eat oxtails, I need you to comment right now. If you eat chitlins, I need you to comment right now.
Yeah, you got to let that shit go. I love y'all.
That's your sins.
You're eating the inside of something's stomach and butthole and all kind of stop.
If you eat mountain oysters, go ahead and comment.
Mountain oysters.
Oh, Jesus, help us, Lord.
All right, so what are some of the alternatives to GMO? We gotta grow the shit ourselves, but the seeds, we gotta get the seeds, right?
Exactly.
Well,
it depends on where you get the seeds from.
Yeah. Facts, because allegedly Monsanto, which is now Bayer, for those of you who don't know, Bayer bought out Monsanto. They own every seed. He said, "Leave the oxtails out this."
Yeah, leave them out your body too. Like, oh god, listen.
Facts. I can't lie. I fit personally in my own mind. I feel like you can grow fruit and eventually get back to its natural state by. It's kind of like, no offense to anyone of any other race, but if you have a person that's not melanated that breeds with a melanated person, eventually, if you keep breeding with melanated individuals, they'll become darker again down the gene line. So I believe in my mind the same thing. If you splice your genes, aka your seeds, with more natural for the sake of no better term, seeds, eventually the more you harvest, the more it'll go back to its original form, because anything that's unnatural doesn't exist a long time. What you think, Nate?
Man, I would believe that, because even you kind of hit on it already, but that idea of, you know, more if a non-melanated person and a melanated person continue to, like, even if they continue to have children, right? Matter of fact, we're seeing it now, even in our own society, right, where non-melanated people are. I've heard theories that the world is going to be tan or back black, if you will, as time continues to progress. So I see no reason. I know that we ain't going there, but
we're gonna fuck them out of
I
existence.
see. Bro,
for lack of better terms.
If you want to know, look up Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She explains it, because I ain't going to say it. But look up the ISIS papers by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. I'll go grab it while Nate talks. Hold on.
So, again, being that our life is reflected from our external, or we are reflected in our external, right? It makes no reason why it shouldn't be the same way with fruit.
I believe that theory though, because I'm gonna tell you why. Maybe like a few months ago, I was visiting my uncle, and he was like, "I got a picture I want to show you of your great great grandma, aunts, and uncles. These people look non-melanated." No, seriously. If I had the picture, I would show it. But here I am now, like, you know what I'm saying, with melanin. So I can see
and
that.
a whole lot of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the ISIS papers
Hey,
by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing.
Gotta go this way. That's a jewel.
Yeah, let me go this way.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Down is down.
You see, it says the keys to the colors. You want the keys to the colors? We're talking about the colors of the body.
Let me write this stuff now.
It got nothing to do with Al Qaeda. It got nothing to do with the Middle East or terrorism. This is the original ISIS. I did ISIS, Osiris, and Heru. The original.
The real big three.
The big three. You know what I mean? Okay, read the ISIS papers. She breaks down the color complex, colorism, and white supremacy in our society. Great book.
Yeah.
Ashe to our ancestor. She died in 2018. Yeah, she just passed away. She actually died a few months after Dick Gregory.
Oh man,
that was
right.
2018 was a goddamn shit show.
Hailstorm.
No.
Anyways,
Dick Gregory is a genius, man.
Legend, bro.
What?
Legend,
bro.
Genius.
Listen, for those of you who don't know Dick Gregory,
look him up.
Please. I'm talking about outside of his stand-up and comedy. Look up his activism, his theories, and his teachings and lectures. Please.
Look at one of his videos on YouTube. That'll satisfy
He funny
all your
now,
senses.
You'll make it mad at yourself.
Yeah. But since we're talking about like legends, and you know what I'm saying, I know we all heard of Dr. Sebi. A lot of people
of course
really hark on Dr. Sebi. So how much do Dr. Sebi teaches influence like y'all practices?
All day. Herbalism, bro. Like that's the way we should be doing. Like modern medicine don't do shit. Like it only what's the word? It only fixes the symptoms, not the actual issue. He explained this. His main theory was that everything in the body is any disease that you can think of is actually mucus, right? So bronchitis, for example, is just mucus in what?
The lungs.
You know what I mean?
Arthritis is mucus of the joints.
I gotta go this way. So yeah, he big influence, and by eating certain foods that eat up just essentially get rid of the mucus in the body, like you can see yourself transform wholehearted. Like even that colon cleanse she was drinking earlier, right? That literally will take the mucus out of your stomach lining, all of that, clean out your entire colon, because again, stomach is like the second brain. So as well as just, you know what I mean,
Oh, shout out to Miles. That's my dog in here. Sidebar, sorry, Nate, but that's my motherfucking nigga. We co-own a business called Charlotte Immaculate. It's a concierge service in Charlotte. This man is a genius. He's a legend. Like, you're gonna see a whole lot more from us going in the future. I just had to say that because he came in the building. But Milestone.
Oh yeah, feel free to plug that business. You plug any businesses you want
we
to
own
share.
a luxury concierge service in Charlotte, and we cater to the top 15% of earners in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. But yes, we really bought that life, and Miles really bought that life. But continue, Nate. Sorry, go ahead.
You good? I'm about to tap into that business y'all playing because I'll be moving in Charlotte for sure. Got you. But he's been a big influence on everything, from the type of foods we should eat, the whole alkaline diet, and his theory. This is one thing that might be controversial for most people, but he talked about how melanin is a term that the powers that be made up to explain the cells of melanated people, right? He says that the base of all life is carbon, right? Even we breathe out carbon dioxide, which trees absorb and then give us back oxygen, right? How the whole theory of 666 being the devil. Well, I can't remember the science of the thing right now, man.
6 protons, 6
6 neutrons, 6 electrons. There you go. Yeah. So, that is even. I'm at my memory bad right now, but
it's okay. What you need? I got it now. What you
need? His whole theory on melanin actually being carbon, right? The more carbon that you have in your body, the more you're able to absorb sunlight. So obviously, a whole lot of carbon action. Whereas those who are
Paleomelanin is the term.
Say it again.
Paleomelanin.
I'm gonna remember.
PHALEO. Paleo.
Yeah, KK, this is informative. You see, I ain't even talking because they dropping so many gems. I ain't even got to talk on this motherfucker. I let them do the talking.
But
when he done, I got a whole other side to say because Ken, me and you talked earlier, so you already know.
Yeah. But big influence on everything that I'm doing is why I'm trying to go a little bit more plant-based, telling us that if it don't grow from the ground, don't eat it. Like all of that stuff, the different herbs that he puts us on to, like a lot of the herbalists that you'll find or, natural or herbalist practitioners, all of them, they usually refer to Dr. Sebi for a lot of their work.
Or Dr. Laila Africa.
Right. Oh, yo, I forgot him. Yo,
bro, you can't forget me.
I forgot, yo.
I got
matter
you.
of fact, speak on the subject. Did Nick Cannon ever finish the? Because
no.
Nipsey was doing the. He didn't.
No, he did not. And that's another conversation.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go there.
Off camera because there's a lot of names that's gonna be dropped that can't be dropped.
Say less.
Be deleted. Okay, but just to go to another perspective of Dr. Sebi outside of the holistic side, you have to understand once you tap into that health, the power that you have within yourself. Okay, you got to understand Dr. Sebi died in his 80s. Okay, his youngest child was a toddler when he died. Put that in perspective. You cannot name an 80-year-old with a toddler right now. Can't do it. That's beside the point. But what I'm getting to is his consciousness and his soul power was beyond what you can possibly conceive without having experience in him yourself. So what I'm saying is that when Dr. Sebi healed lupus, blindness, AIDS, diabetes, herpes, whatever, cancer, whatever, he healed
proved it in court.
He went to the Supreme Court. Now, if you look at his court docket, because the Freedom of Information Act gives you access to all this, it's not locked in a cell somewhere. It's literally free and open to you. Look up Dr. Sebi's court case. He literally went to court by himself, no lawyer. All he had, I don't know if you guys know red pill and blue pill, but their mother, him, and one other person went to court against the Supreme Court. This ain't your magistrate. Nigga got locked up for having an ounce of weed judge. This is the Supreme Court judge. No lawyer. Brought straight evidence and won his case. He is the only person in American history that ever went against the Supreme Court without a lawyer and actually defeated the Supreme Court. Only person. To put it even more fuel to the fire, do you guys know that his holistic health center was torn down, and guess what was built on top of that?
A prison.
Was it an abortion?
In a way, but it's not a prison.
A hospital.
The Barclays Center. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now put it even deeper. Why do you think the Barclays Center literally got grass growing on top of the building and nobody can explain why?
See, now you touch.
Hey, we're gonna have to have some conversations off camera. Like, hold on.
She said she gonna turn us. Yeah, you know it's gonna be conversations off camera. This on camera,
day, boy. What?
This on camera shit is just.
This is why I don't do interviews. This is just a piece of. This is my second podcast in my life, bro. I don't accept interviews. I don't accept conversations because when you start talking to me,
you're gonna get the game. Like,
yeah,
you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be with 1409, and you know we gonna appreciate you for that.
Appreciate you.
So you mentioned an ounce of weed earlier. So GMO is in the cannabis industry as well.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
I guarantee you, the weed you used to smoke back in the day is not even close. Like, they literally, man, it's so deep. Like, even as far as your vape cartridges, you know what I'm saying, little THC pens, whatever. Yo, you really think? All right, they put chemicals in that, like, facts, and they grow the weed to have a high potency to put you on your ass, like, for real.
Also, if you look at what it takes to own a dispensary, it takes medical licensing. Your LLC has to be medically licensed. You have to be medically licensed. And then when you own a dispensary, it has to be built like a medical facility. So let's break down medicine. Just saying, because I ain't shallow. Let's break down medicine. The medicine comes from a pharmaceutical company, right?
Big pharma already.
Big pharma.
Okay, big pharma. Okay. So do we know what the word pharmaceutical means?
Break it down. Break it down.
Okay, well, when you go to the Greek and Latin root word of pharmaceutical, it's pharmakia. Pharmakia means witchcraft and sorcery.
Pills are magical. No. We're not advocating for no
literally
pills.
Because if it wasn't a spell, allegedly, if it wasn't sorcery, allegedly, why do they have numbers and letters printed on every pill you take?
I used to do that for my grandma, actually. If she didn't know what a pill was, she would have me come to her and literally Google the code that was on the pill and then find out what it is.
Pharmacy literally means sorcery, dark magic, and witchcraft. So everything medical is pharmaceutical. So if the weed industry is now licensed under medical standards, what are you smoking?
GMO.
Smoking the dark magic.
Smoking on GMO tonight.
I'm gonna grow a pack and call it dark magic.
Shit from the dispensary and blah blah blah. Like
smoking that GMO pack tonight.
Smoking that dark
it's
magic.
That Wizard of Oz, nigga.
That green crack.
Yeah, that shit crack for real, boy.
Is the crack epidemic all over again?
No, facts.
2000 version of the crack.
Because if it wasn't like an epidemic, why are we? And I say we because allegedly I smoked too. Allegedly, why are we so addicted to this drug, but our parents care less about it.
And weed is not even supposed to be an addictive chemical. Please remember that. It's not supposed to be addictive.
It's not. It's not at all. Naturally, in its natural state, it's not addictive at all. It's a healing tool that you use to go from one state of consciousness to another. But it's not something that I got to smoke. If I don't smoke, I'm going to have an attitude.
You genetically modified, nigga. That's what you said.
Like you can even look at the nug and just tell it's a GMO, because if you can't literally see the actual plant, like the flowers, if you can't see the flower, bro, they might have, you know what I'm saying?
Back to what we were saying earlier, if you can't see the seeds.
For real talk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can see the seeds.
But I mean, like,
bro, and then you get all this loud, all this kush, this good sativa, indica, and hybrid, and see no seeds. Bro, I know, Ken. I know you remember we used to.
I don't
bro,
know nothing about it.
Okay, well, I know certain individuals allegedly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We do not condone the use of certain products here at the 1409 podcast.
You know the other Ken. Duh. You know, we used to.
Yeah, the Barbie doll, yeah.
Right. So whenever he used to pull up on Barbie late at night with his pack, it would have seeds in it. When the last time someone who allegedly consumes cannabis saw a seed?
It depends on where you at. Depends on where you at in the world.
First of all, you don't know nothing, remember?
I don't, but it depends on where you at.
You don't know that, bro.
I know some country folk that be growing that thing.
And what you get out of it?
They be saying that what they call it, boom.
That boom.
That boom.
That is the one you're supposed to be on.
That boom.
Break down boom. Aren't you taking the stems and the seeds out?
I don't know. I don't smoke.
But allegedly, if you break down high grade sativa and runts and gorilla cookies and all that, ain't
gorilla cookies.
Hey, but Gorilla Glue or whatever it called. Listen, bro, I got told by a certain individual that they just make names up. Like they just make it up.
Damn.
So
I tell you, I'm gonna make a pack and call it Dark Magic.
Bro, I ran into somebody that told me that they had blueberry lemonade kush. I'm like, nigga, you a motherfucking lie. Cause ain't no motherfucking way you came up with a plant that tastes like a blueberry lemonade.
It's the seedless lemons. The seedless blueberries.
Oh God!
We made that shit happen.
I'm crying.
Oh man, I definitely wanted to touch on that part of the part of our topic, the cannabis and everything, because they're trying to move towards the
federalization of that thing.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make it legal. They couldn't change it or make money off of it.
Hey,
listen.
That conversation just gave me a whole different perspective of it being federalized now too.
Oh
and
yeah,
explaining pharmacy.
Man. They've been doing that for years.
Why? Just ask the question. Just ask the question. Why can this person make money off of something my cousin got locked up for? And then raise the margins of entry into the market so high that I have to pay $500,000 just to own my own dispensary. But yet I was a drug dealer way before the show.
They ain't had my dispensary popping.
They spent $275 on a zip and turned it into pounds. But now I got to spend $500,000.
Crazy, man.
And these niggas still locked up on drug charges for cannabis. But it's now federally legal. Oh, because a paleomelanin individual said it was okay. Now it's okay. But when we was trying to feed our children, pay our bills, it's illegal. No, it's all systematic oppression because marijuana is just the thing that we use to get away from the crack era. In all honesty, it was our scapegoat from selling crack.
I do that when jewels are dropped. Because that,
if you want to break down a cracker, I can do that for you. Because we came from being slaves to being landowners. Because Contrary
We
to
in Tulsa.
opinion,
We already know. Yeah.
contrary to popular opinion, we was not broke when we became free. We was not broke. We
Because
was
we
not
were the
out here
only
seeking
skilled
jobs.
laborers here in the
We
country.
built our own land, and we became sharecroppers. Literally started trading, built our own communities, turned into little Black Wall Streets all over because Black Wall Street wasn't the only poppin' Black community. Just best believe that.
Mhm.
So what do? You gear towards education. So once everybody starts going to school, what do you take out of school? Trade, because our grandparents or parents, depending on how old you are, could graduate high school with a trade degree, whether it be carpentry, electrician, plumbing. You could literally graduate high school with this trade underneath your belt and go into this workforce. So they took that away. So now the Black man literally don't got nothing to go off of. So boom, you drop weapons and crack into, now this is the 70s, they took trade out of schools. So now the 80s, you drop weapons and crack cocaine into our communities. So now you're either a crack pusher or a crack doer. Because of the stress of trying to take care of your family, you got to do something. So then after the crack era, now you got us, the children of the crack era. And we came in this bitch with open eyes, like,
Mm-mm.
y'all was doing what 400 years ago? And 300 and 200 and 100 years ago? Yeah, nah. I'm not with that, bro. Look at us now. We are all melanated people on a Black-owned business podcast. Our grandparents was not on that level.
Mm-hmm.
And change the game. We are not genetically modified, okay?
You feel me?
We organic. Yeah.
It's not real here.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah, the miseducation of the Negro.
Oh, definitely.
Hold on. I got the physical copy, dog. Hold up.
Definitely a great book.
You dig? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Boy, listen, y'all
got
never had an interview with so many books in y'all life.
Never.
Just
Never.
saying. Just saying. We different.
Yeah, we had an interview with some books and some authors, but we didn't have people just pulling books
Oh no, it's a lot of
from
my
arm's
shit.
reach.
Oh, don't. Hey, listen. Don't make
You
me
got
point
books
the
in your
book,
pocket and
dog.
shit.
He said I got a checkbook.
But got books in their pockets. Hey,
That's funny.
I respect that though tremendously.
Sure. For
Knowledge
sure.
is power.
A shame.
And applied knowledge is freedom.
Yeah.
Applied knowledge is wisdom.
Ooh.
I see now she dropping the man. Hold on.
Because
Wait.
anybody can know anything, but the application of what you know is wisdom.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Mhm.
see, mind blown. I couldn't even say nothing. All right, so if it wasn't all this GMO shit going on, wouldn't things be more expensive?
Expensive for who though?
How much does it
For the
cost for a
consumers.
banana to grow on a banana tree, nigga? Come on, bro. What are you doing
Now
that
listen,
costs you $1 to make a banana grow on a banana tree?
they made the fruits GMO so they can be produced cheaper and be cheaper out here. So you see, the alleged organic shit is more expensive, right?
No,
So
it did was they broke you from seasonal change.
Oh, that's the juice.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
shit.
year long.
strawberry's not supposed to be year round.
Because certain fruit is only grown certain times a year, but you want a banana 24/7.
Damn.
So now I'm gonna give you a fake banana because berries only grow in the summer. Why is it the wintertime and I can go to the store and buy a berry? That's not normal. That's not natural. In harvest time, you got corn, potatoes, greens, and then in the summertime you got berries, fruits, mangoes. We're supposed to be seasonal individuals, but y'all eat the same thing all year long and wonder why you the same ass nigga.
ooh.
Sheesh.
Y'all
She dropping
I'm telling you, like
y'all killing me right now, bro.
Yeah, I just did that.
I'm just saying, but that's just real though. Like we really have to take into account what it takes to grow these fruits. And why are you growing these fruits in unnatural states? Literally. If a berry, for example, like California is the #1 grower of strawberries in America, right? If half of California was on fire last year, how the fuck do we have strawberries?
They growing them indoors.
You got that indo. You got the indo berry.
They got the indoors.
But really though, like just think about it. Like, was it not the California wildfires all year long last year?
They're still on fire.
They're still on fire.
They're still on fire. So
where you got them grapes? Where you got them strawberries? And then not only do you have grapes for the store for us to eat, you got grapes in your chicken salad at Zaxby's, little nasty ass food for them people. You got wine all year long. You got Welch's grapefruit juice. What the hell?
That shit not even juice, man.
These goddamn grapes, bruh.
That shit is syrup.
Every store you go to, every grocery store got a motherfucking grape. Where you getting these bitches from? And the thing is, if you think about how long it takes for a cow to go from the conception stage to the birth and growing to a full-blown animal, where the fuck y'all getting all these goddamn cows from? To feed Rush's, Burger King, McDonald's, Sonic, the grocery store. Where you get all those motherfucking cows?
They microwave them. Cut his ass up. Cut his ass up.
They need the cows. What do you mean? They don't let them grow up.
Cut his ass up.
It's good.
Woo!
They young cows. Young chickens.
No, they give them motherfucking steroids and all kind of growth stimulants and all kind of malarkey.
They still young though. They might be big as a motherfucker, but they young.
Think about it though. Like really think about it. How many chickens are there in the world to make all these Popeye chicken sandwiches, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, KFC, and then the grocery store, your mama freezer, your grandmama freezer, their deep freezer, your neighbor freezer. Where the fuck are y'all getting these chickens from? Because I barely see chickens walking down the street because basically it should be galore. They niggas should be everywhere.
You know, South Carolina used to like produce like over 50% of like the chicken market with like Tyson and
you said
Pilgrim Farm and all that shit.
You said used to, right?
It probably is still now. I don't want to be like fact check, but I knew like at a point they was producing like over like 50% of the chicken market in one state that feeding all these people.
Listen, I've been all and up through South Carolina. I can count on one hand how many chicken farms I've seen.
I see maybe 2 or 3 in the last year.
I can count on one hand how many chicken farms I've seen.
They had Pilgrims. Well, Tyson about was it Pilgrim Farm, something else?
I don't know nothing about them.
Don't talk about Tyson without saying alleged. Just saying. They got lawyers.
Purdue.
Allegedly. Purdue, that's the other one. Purdue, Pilgrims, and Tyson.
Right, and how in the hell? I've been cursing. We straight to curse. Right?
Yeah, we bold, buttress, and blunt. You know what I'm saying?
You heard that episodes?
Bro, what do chickens eat?
Seeds. Corn.
How the hell you got a grass-fed chicken?
GMO grass. GMO chicken.
I want some of them yard chickens my grandma used to have because they taste way different than the chicken that's in the store.
Yo, back in my day, they used to sit in the yard, grow the chicken, and then go to the little joint, and then, you know what I'm saying, do what it do. And then
so what it tastes like?
What, a yard chicken?
Yeah, what it tastes like?
It's like, I guess, like more natural. Like when I eat chicken now, it's just like bland or like, I don't know, that shit.
That ain't chicken, bro. That's bacon.
That ain't wicked. That's wicked, nigga.
Leon, what's good, my brother Leon? Y'all can't call him that though. What's good, bro?
Peace to whatever your name is for real.
It's a free labor got the chicken numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all ready for that question of the day?
Yes, sir.
Boy. Let's get it.
All right. Don't hit me with some bullshit now. Come on.
Don't hit you with no bullshit. All right. Where do y'all think is the most worthwhile place to find meaning in life?
What do I think? The what? The what?
The most worthwhile place to find meaning
in life. Meaning in life.
Worthwhile place to find meaning in life.
yourself. Yeah, I was going.
Period.
Yeah, I mean,
I was initially
definitely
thinking
was
that
gonna
too.
say
Yeah. I was gonna say like your mind, but you pointed to yourself here.
that.
Your mind is all around you.
Okay, this is gender fluid, right? Like it don't matter if you're male or female.
No,
No.
it don't matter.
That's such a loaded question.
Give a loaded answer then.
Reload it.
I know you got it.
Okay, repeat the question one more time before I answer it, because
Where do you think is the most worthwhile place to find meaning in life?
in anything that's true.
In truth.
In anything that's true. In all truth. In truth alone.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Huh?
The truth shall set you free. That's what it is.
I'm just saying.
That's the meaning of the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
You get to the truth, you want to be genetically modified. You'll be free. Hey, Koala, come through on time.
Okay.
So what's the answer? What's the so-called answer to the question?
I mean, there's no right answer.
Yeah,
There's no right or wrong
I was
answer.
about to say that.
It's just a
question,
question, you know.
questions, you know what I'm saying?
Because you talk to somebody that be doing a lot of stuff.
That's not trivia.
That
wasn't
is
trivia.
not natural.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Everybody answered right, you know. It wasn't like a specific answer is correct.
All right,
I appreciate everybody's answer.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely. All right, so this or that. Oxtails and chitlins.
Right here, bro. I said I gotta go. How about
Randy Jackson used to say, "It's a no for me, dog."
If you gotta pick though, you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Death or death is what you just said.
I mean, I picked the lesser of the two evils and go with the damn oxtails.
Same facts.
You gotta go with the oxtails.
I wasn't ever a fan of chitlins. I was a fan of oxtails at one point.
I've never had chitlins in my life.
I used to love chitlins because we used to have chitlins and rice, and you know what I'm saying. Listen, man, it was hard out here for a pimp. Okay.
You know what background we came from, so you know that.
I did put a lot of hot sauce
with it. Yeah, we got it.
But y'all got Clubhouse? Put him in the goulash, bro. Put him in the goulash. He gotta go.
I ain't been in them rooms where y'all put people in the goulash. I need to see what that's about. I need to see what rooms you be in.
Only time I be in the goulash when I'm playing Call of Duty.
No, the goulash is anytime someone gets kicked from speaking and they get put down to being a non-speaker. They call that area the goulash, or put them in the dirt.
So I'm done now, right?
Yeah. You gotta go.
Yeah. That was the first I had to pull that one out because y'all was talking about it. Yeah.
Since we talking about
what's next?
GMO foods and all this, broccoli or cauliflower.
Ooh, that's
well, they're both flowers,
and they're both technically. Well, they're not the same. But broccoli has more nutrients.
Yeah, I definitely take broccoli over cauliflower, bruh.
You do more broccoli than you can with cauliflower.
Unless
I don't like how cauliflower tastes.
Because if you vegan, cauliflower goes a long way. You can make fried chicken wings. You can make rice. You can make the crust to a pizza. So,
but that's the thing. That's what I wanted to get into earlier. Like people be like they vegan, but Dr. Sebi says that cauliflower and broccoli is unnatural.
It's unnatural.
I do remember.
So are they really vegan? Like people,
it's still plant based, right?
But it's genetically modified though.
But so is an avocado.
It's still plant based though.
An avocado is hybrid. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid fruit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So like avocados don't naturally occur in nature. It's a hybrid. I'm gonna say genetically modified. It's a hybrid. So there are certain things that we had to create in this reality in order to compensate for what was taken from us, is what I believe.
Dope. All right.
Because I would take a broccoli over a McChicken.
I take anything over McChicken.
I don't do the Mac. I don't even get no sweet tea out that motherfucker, man.
Nigga, I won't even drink that water. Okay.
Damn.
Don't give me a napkin, no nothing.
You want a napkin from right now?
No.
They got them new recyclable. They trying to be.
The bottle of water.
I don't eat Bojangles either, but that's for other reasons. It wasn't because of no GMO shit. It's because
Well, they fucked up your order.
Yeah, that shit was not cooked all the way.
I told you.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, bro. I used to be a manager at Bojangles, man.
That shit was not thoroughly cooked, so you knew what happened with that.
Oh no, we can't talk about that.
We're gonna come on the Kundalini energy. That's a whole nother podcast episode, sir. We've been here an hour already. We're trying to be here all night.
Yeah, it ain't. We don't try to be here all night.
We'll definitely have y'all back though.
Your chakras that align with your 33 vertebrae, when they rise up, they activate your pineal gland. That's what he's talking about.
Your pineal gland or your third eye.
And your Kundalini is literally
33rd pinnacle. I said that in the song. I want a 33rd pinnacle.
If you really want to know the truth, it's your first eye. Because when you was in your mother's womb, you was in pure darkness, but you still saw all things.
Way to flip the script. I like that.
Skirt. All right. Well, that y'all got now.
No, this y'all show.
Oh no, we
involved the guests.
We involved the guests.
I know too much stuff, bro. Y'all gotta come. Give me something. Get the comments to give us something, man. What's up? What y'all got?
What's going on? Hey, Logan, give us a this or that.
Yeah, give us a this or that, please.
Yeah, go ahead and drop something up in there. Damn, I drank all my water. God damn.
Well, you better go to the toilet.
Go to the toilet. I'm a German Shepherd.
I know y'all not right there in that toilet.
All right, I got one right quick. Okay. Cole or Kendrick?
That's not fair. First of all, that's blasphemous. That's blasphemous.
I'm gonna go with Cole because that's who I started with.
Same.
Blasphemous.
That's who I was familiar with first.
I plead the fifth.
Man, Koala. That's mine.
I mean, I could say Jolley, but that's.
Yeah. That's not. But if I had to pick, man. I have to say Cole. I really don't, cause
bro, that's not fair. You talking about overly dedicated, Section 80, Friday Night Lights. This, exactly. Bro, this shit is not fair. This is all Black culture, literally Black culture. You gotta understand. When I pledged in 2011, I came out to J. Cole and nobody knew who he was. I was playing Kendrick. Nobody knew who he was. I came out to "You Got It" by J. Cole and Wale. In 2011, nobody knew who the people were. Right, so now
K. Dot. That's
you
hard, man.
Bro, you talking about overly dedicated, Section 80. That was already way ahead of its time. You talking Friday Night Lights, way. You talking about Back to the Topic, Premeditated Murder, Too Deep for the Intro. You know,
that's how I started with the Friday Night Lights.
The Cure.
How can you put that against Hold Up, Blessings? It's not fair, bro. It's not fair.
Yeah, man.
I refuse to.
You gotta give us another question. All right.
Listen, see, this is why I can't.
J. Cole shopping at Kohl's. Kohl's a Kohl's.
That's like saying taking a shower or being clean.
Yeah.
What, nigga? It's not fair, bro.
I can't ask no.
But for the question though,
I mean, the majority of us had to answer.
Yeah. Well, for the question, I say neutral.
It's this or that. You gotta pick.
It's neutral, nigga. If it's a this or it's a that, it's a middle point and a right up in it.
Put it in the gulag. Put it in the gulag. Put it in the gulag.
Don't be in the bed, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. And really, just to be honest, just to be quite frank and candid with you, music has always been my scapegoat from reality. So Currency, Wiz, Cole.
You know about Currency.
Hey, all right.
Ken, please let these niggas know who the fuck I am, bro. These niggas don't know, bro. I was cool before it was cool to be cool, okay? Trust me.
Yeah, go back, way back. You know what I'm saying?
No, real shit. Music literally helped me
What's your favorite currency project?
What, nigga?
Let's go there. Because I got mine
honestly,
already.
that would be between. Shit.
If somebody say the one I got, that'll be ironic because he got so many. Like,
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, he's still dropping. You seen the new shit?
Oh yeah, he got. Yeah, he dropped a new.
Can I do my 3 favorites? My 3 favorite projects by him.
What you got? 4.
damn, you got
2.
five.
You got to do 2.
No, I'm doing 3, nigga. Fuck, I'm doing 3. I'm gonna say Stone Immaculate, Priest and Dirty, and New Jack City.
New Jet City.
Same shit, different thing.
Yeah, New Jet City is my favorite.
Yeah, those are my top 3 favorites.
New Jet City. Shit ain't on Apple Music, but it's on Tidal.
Yeah, it's too fat.
It's on Tidal though.
Tidal wave, man. I got.
I'll say New Jet City, Stone Immaculate, and because like we waited for this shit so long, like the Pilot Talk trilogy is one of my favorites.
Well, yeah, but that's a culmination though.
That's why I wanted to get.
That's why I said the trilogy
because
the trilogy. Yeah, I like that.
Y'all don't like Stone Immaculate, bro?
I like Stone Immaculate. That Chasing Papers, that's my shit, man. For real.
I said Stone Immaculate. I said
when it's predominant degrees.
I'm going with one of my favorite though. My one favorite is New Jet City, but Stone Immaculate got them hits on there too.
What? Bro, come on now, man.
Here's the thing.
New Jet City is my shit because you got Mary. You got the song with Juicy J.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's slow, but it's slow.
I can't remember the name of that shit.
Man, hold on, I'm about to pause my camera. You got me fucked up. I'm about to look this shit up.
Look it up.
Just get the spoon on the bitch.
Juice J spit there hard on the bitch. To the jaws of the bitch. Backstage in the show, got 2 niggas installed on my dick. Yeah. Oh, hold on, nigga. You got me fucked up.
I don't know what the name of it is, but that shit fire.
No, fuck that. You got me fucked up. No, I'm not doing currency like that. Like I literally went into labor with my first child because of currency, bro. Like I swear to you, I'll tell you the story in a second. Was I 360?
360, yeah.
Thank God, Jesus.
I thought 360 was the one with Jada Kiss for some reason.
No, that's not it.
Yo, that nigga had little funny.
On the bitch. To the jaws of the bitch. Backstage on the show, got 2 3s holding slob on my dick. That's my shit, bro.
What about when he Trinidad before Trinidad was like Trinidad?
Oh, when he was
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah.
was my shit too. Lloyd, it was Lloyd, him, and Trinidad James.
Oh, she playing that shit. I hear it.
I ain't playing nothing, nigga. That's why I put my ear to the floor. Like, do I hear it? Is that too
we're gonna get shut down. Can't play that. They're gonna shut us down.
Yeah. You know, I was trying to like put them on.
After we start recording, we can play that shit. But now, y'all go ahead and plug what y'all have going on one more time before we get up out of here.
That was it. I thought it was some more shit to talk about.
Well, we can't stay all night. Y'all can come back though for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna set this part 2 up, man. We gotta dig in with y'all.
It's a whole lot more to talk about. But I'm Tiffany. Because I didn't say in the beginning, I'm an artist developer. I have a master's in marketing, so I help artists develop their sounds, their branding, their strategies. But in all honesty, that's like the facade I put off. But truly, I'm a holistic healer. Like that's what I truly do. Like I believe in mental health stability, spiritual health stability, and grounding yourself. As you can tell, Nate already done snitched on me earlier. Wait, no, he didn't. Nate snitched on me earlier. Y'all knew. He told you who I was healing, which is a very well-known artist. But I really care about the mental and spiritual well-being of my people. So I ground myself in knowledge and truth. I'll be a forerunner and do whatever I got to do to get the truth to pass it on to my people. So that's who I am. And I also own Charlotte Immaculate Services, which is a concierge service in Charlotte. Anything you need and you want to be top notch, you call me, whether it be car service, walk your dog.
I'm hitting your line. I'm hitting your line. Cause
Yeah, no,
I'm trying to. Yeah, say you about to make me move to Charlotte.
I'm not in Charlotte, nigga. I don't live in Charlotte, bro. You move in silence, okay? My business is there, but I'm over there.
Say less.
But I love it. I love my black men. I love my people, and that's
We
just
love our black women for sure.
Always.
Ashe.
The black queens.
Ashe. For those of you who don't know, Ashe means it is so. Okay.
You know.
All right, Mr. Nate Jolley, what you got?
Always, man. CEO of POE, perception over everything, because I believe perception is everything. How you look at life is how you will treat life. So besides, that's basically a full service entertainment company using music, art, and fashion to enlighten, educate, and allow people to create their own stories instead of being force fed one. So we do everything from music. I have a book, The Art of Inspiration, The Highest Human Act. And I also, I'm plugging it in. I do holistic healing as well. Everything from card readings. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, everything from card readings to anything doing with the energetic space. Like she said, I believe that all of these things coincide with one another just because, once we heal ourselves, we need a space to be able to create from that. You know what I mean? So this is what we're here to do.
And that's what a healer is. Anybody that you go to that claims to be a healer, ask them if they healed themselves first.
Whew.
Hey, listen, you cannot heal anyone if you have not healed
If you didn't get this right, you can't get that right.
Lauryn Hill said it. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? You know what I mean?
He called the Holy Ghost, bro.
Yeah, boy, they here.
For real though, for real, that's some real shit though.
Yeah.
The after show gonna be litter than the show. Oh, shit.
I can't wait till this camera turn on, bro. I'm like, where y'all going?
Hey, I Millie Rock on any block.
Hey, you can find the 1409 podcast. Follow us on Instagram. You see the Cash App right there, $ 1409 podcast. We got something special for y'all tomorrow, so tune in for that. Tune in for that. You know how we do. It's random shit.
Yeah.
And you can leave a text or voicemail at 917-524-6392. You can follow me on Instagram at 843ambassador.
You can follow me, your boy GualaMeetsWorld on IG at GualaMeetsWorld. Tap into my music on all the major platforms.
Yeah. Scrooge video out now on YouTube.
Oh yeah, watch that.
And Nobody Grinds Like Us. Make sure y'all download the Nobody Grinds Like Us app. You can find 1409 podcasts on there. Always press record TV. We on there. Download the app on your Fire Stick or your Roku. And our podcast is on there. You know what I'm saying? And,
sure.
We on all the other streaming platforms, And it's the 1409 podcast, and we out.
Peace.